Good morning, students. Today we are going to study a new poem, poem number 2, The Laburnum Top. Laburnum is the name of a tree. So, the poet Ted Hughes has described very well the vivid description of the tree, that is laburnum, has been given over here. So, let us try to know first of all introduction to the poem, The Laburnum Top. The poem The Laburnum Top is written by Ted Hughes. It is about a repaying relationship between the laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird. The tree is yellow, silent, and death like, and is made alive by the bird and her young ones. Young ones means here the children. The yellow bird has her shelter on the tree where she feeds her young ones, but as soon as the bird leaves to fly in the sky, the tree becomes silent and death like again. Dear students, let us have the summary of the poem, The Laburnum Top. The poem starts with a description of the laburnum tree, whose top was still and silent. Its leaves and had turned yellow and seeds had fallen down. It was a daytime in the month of September when the tree was standing still and death-like. The lifeless tree becomes alive by the arrival of the goldfinch bird. She came to feed her younger ones who are on the thickness of the branch. The tree is her shelter. She arrives at the end of the branch with the chirping sound. She further moves to the other side of the branch with a rapid and precautionary movement like a lizard. As soon as she arrives, her younger ones start chirping like a machine and vibrating and flapping their wings. The death like tree becomes alive and it trembles and shakes. After feeding them, she flies to the other side of the branch. Her dark colored face with the yellow body was barely visible. As she vanished behind the yellow leaves, she flew away in the sky, leaving the tree death like again. So, dear students, now let us have the poem and its explanation line by line. The first stanza begins. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. Laburnum is here a short tree with hanging branches, yellow flowers, and poisonous seeds. Explanation of the above stanza is: in the above lines, the poet says that he saw a laburnum tree whose leaves were yellow. The tree's top is still and silent in the daytime of September month. It is autumn season and all the seeds of the tree had fallen. The poet has used the word yellow for leaves and sunlight. Yellow symbolizes silence, death, and beauty. He describes the whole scene of the tree with this color. The goldfinch comes with a twitching chirping, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and a machine starts up. Of chitterings and tremor of wings and trillings, the whole tree trembles and thrills. So these are the lines from the text. Goldfinch means here a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. Twitching means sudden jerk movement. Chirp means a bird making repeated high pitched sounds. Startlement means feeling or showing sudden shock. Abrupt means rapid. Chitterings means to make a chattering sound. Tremor of wings, involuntary vibration of the wings. Trillings to produce a chirping sound. Trembles to shake. Thrills means a sudden feeling of excitement. Now let us have the explanation of the above stanza. A goldfinch bird comes to end the death-like scene of the tree and makes a sudden chirp sound. The bird, while being rapid, alert, and precocious like a lizard, sits on the branches of the tree. As she moved towards the thickness of the branch, her younger ones started chirping and doing vibrations with their wings, making a sound like a machine. Because of the movement of the bird and her young ones, the tree starts to shake and thrills. The poet has given two opposite scenarios of the tree first being death like and still, and then giving life and shelter to bird and her young ones. Further lines of the poem are here. It is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Some meanings are: flirts out means here lead on to, stokes means to add fuel to the engine, barred means strippy, it means having strips. Explanation of the above stanza is: the laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird is the engine of her family. She provides food to her young ones and moves to the other branch end. Her dark colored stripped face is visible as her body is yellow colored and hides behind the yellow leaves of the tree. Further lines from the textbook are: the stanza begins, then with airy delicate whistle, chirp whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Airy means here weird or strange. Whistle means chirp, gentle whisper like the chirping of the bird. Subsides means here diminishes or vanishes. Explanation of the above stanza is: after reaching the end of the branch, the bird makes a sweet chirping sound just like whispering and flies away towards the infinite sky. It again makes the laburnum tree silent and death-like. Now, let us come to know how many literary devices, it means figures of speeches, have been used over here by the poet. Number 1, alliteration. Repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of two or more consecutive words. The instances of alliteration in the poem are as follows: September sunlight, tree trembles. Second is simile, comparison between two things using like or as, sleek as lizard. Number 3, metaphor, an indirect comparison between two things, generally a quality is compared. Example is here: she enters the thickness and a machine starts up. The noise created by the movement of the bird is compared to the machine's noise. It is the engine of her family, showing her barred face identity mask. So in these lines we can say that metaphor has been used over here. Next is personification, the attribution of personal nature, characteristics to something non-human. The whole tree trembles and thrills. So that's why here personification. Transferred epithet, the figure of speech where the adverb is transferred to another noun. Her barred face identity mask. So further questions and answers will be made clear in the next lecture.